peddlers better, selling their wares, illegal tender. Contraband sold, highest bidder, all auctioned off to the winner. What little do the cartels know, their expos being played for show. Come one, come all, answer the bazaar's call. You name it, it's here, droid soldiers and beasts of fear. The huts are all gathered for their power plays. If only they knew what great a menace awaits. Within the shadows, a sinister guide, a master of fear, pet dragon by his side. He controls the warlords, disposable pawns. With his cunning plans, with his cunning planning plan, he thinks he's already won. What little does Direct know, a raid team's been ready to go. Come one, come all, answer the bazaar's call. You name it, it's here, droid soldiers and beasts of fear. The raiders all gathered for their power plays. They knew full well a greater menace awaits. Darphonics takes no prisoners, there are no cliffs. Titans with the missiles, you'll like these tricks. Cities on lockdown, being droids for cogs, kiting Jedi soldiers, cow dragons on dogs. Come one, come all, answer the bazaar's call. You name it, it's here, droid soldiers and beasts of fear. The huts are all gathered for their power plays. If only they knew what greater menace awaits. Come one, come all, answer the bazaar's call. You name it, it's here, droid soldiers and beasts of fear. The raiders all gathered for the power plays. They knew full well a greater menace awaits. Oh honeybee, you're not my queen. I won't submit to your regime. Your name should not be all in lights. Your face is primed to beat up in fights. B is for beach studs, not honeybee duds. You will never win my love, so long as there's stars above. I'm into guys, hot beach to jocks, perfect muscles and shaggy locks. Their names will be always in lights. Their faces primed for hot date nights. B is for beach studs, not honeybee duds. You will never win my love, so long as there's stars above. B is for beach studs, not honeybee duds. They will always be our kings. Take your nectar, pack your things. to pack your things. Oh, 'cause I'm ready to be their doll. I'll heed the word.
Let's get this stream started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
How's it going, everyone? It's Star Blue here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. Today we're going to be continuing where we left off with our Eorzea themed theme park, and it looks like Noel's on the screen today. So, and we just got Riker, so got my new talking time thing that actually debuted on Tuesday. I didn't stream yesterday, so the thing with yesterday was that something came up at the last minute, and had to end up having a meeting with. Part of it was having a meeting with my SOTOR Guildmaster. We were talking about some stuff, and then after that, some IRL stuff came up too, and then I ended up getting it resolved a little bit faster than I was expecting, but afterwards I decided to work on Chapter 4 of Into Summer. So Chapter 4 of Into Summer is now is going to be going live on Saturday at 6 in the morning Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern, and if you're not in either of those time zones, then go ahead and convert to whatever time zone you are. So I'm just going to hop into the game because that's all we got to do. And we're back here. This is where we left off. And so last time, which I think was on Friday or Saturday, so it's been almost a week since we've touched the park last. So we've got quite a bit of stuff here. And today's goal, I think, is going to be to at least maybe finish the city walk area and then also probably start the next part of the desert. So the next part is going to be over here. I haven't exactly decided where I'm going to go or what. Actually, I've kind of decided what I want, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I don't think it's really going to... I got to probably take some liberties here. So let's go ahead and get this part taken care of. So we're going to put some more soil. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and put some more soil in here to try to patch things up a little bit. So we don't really want grass because this isn't really grass. This is kind of a desert area. So I kind of want to just patch things up a little bit. Kind of go, we've got soil there, and then we have shrubs, which we can kind of just sprinkle this up a little bit. It's kind of just this hybrid thing that we're kind of going with. So now this side of the exchange does not have shops because if you look in Ul'dah, there aren't really any shops or stalls or anything. So there isn't really as much. There isn't as much really to plop in as you would say. And there's actually these are part of a building. I did not know that. So, but we still have our aloe vera plants and stuff that we're going to still put in over here. It's kind of a, I think kind of, they're starting to shrink, starting to lose space here. I'll just kind of go with some of those. And then we're going to go with, what's another one here? We're going to go and, okay, that one's a little too big, but we're going to go and use the smaller ones here to kind of add a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to add a little bit more of more plant life, and this is to kind of also add a little bit more. And then we can also kind of add some, what's a good one here? We're going to go and, we got some creosote bushes, and I don't know, well, this is like the main entrance to the park, so I think I might actually put something a little bit different here. And then we can kind of go with some of the, well, I don't know about the creosote bushes or anything, but let me see, what do we have here? Okay, so our building, like our aloe vera plants are going to be kind of going on the sides. So, yeah, these kind of just go on the inside here. There isn't a whole lot to really talk about, so we'll put some more over on that side, and then we have some more cacti that we can kind of put in, and kind of go from there. So let's see what else we have. We're going to put some more of these on this side. This side is a little bit more open, so to say. Building planners is going to be kind of hard in the middle of the path. But it's going to be kind of like the same thing that we were kind of putting over here, except that I'm going to go with more of the... and I could always correct it later if I'm way off. If I'm close, I'm probably going to just keep it. But if I'm way off, then yeah, I'll fix it later. But we're going to use these posts here to kind of act as our main light source. And since it is... we're going to fix... Yeah, I usually do these at night, so... We're going to kind of put these on the sides. And you can kind of see what they look like over on the like on the inside. That's going to be kind of what I'm aiming for in a way. But so it's going to be kind of how this goes. And yeah, this side isn't as exposed as the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. So you're not going to be having, or it's just not exposed. It's not going to be as detailed. So you're going to kind of be putting these over here. And just kind of just going one piece at a time. We got the restrooms over there. And then we have the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, and then we kind of go with that. We can actually kind of go in Vesper Bay here and get some lighting in over on this side. We don't really need to rotate the lamps here. But we have to have plenty of these in order to... yeah, basically in order to do that. And then we're going to have like a special one here right in front of the Waking Sands. And then we got who knows what over there. I'm going to leave this side blank for now because I haven't decided what I'm going to do. But we do need to put some lamps over on this side as well for Sultana's Breath. And we got a couple coasters on this side. And we're going to be building another coaster today. So that's going to be the other main goal. Besides, okay, so we can kind of put one right there. And we can kind of put one right there. And that's just kind of a special lighting. So we got another one right on that side. We're going to put one right there. We're going to put one right on the end. Now, I believe these do touch the path itself. It's not like Planet Coaster 1, where Planet Coaster 1 we had to basically adjust it from... basically adjust everything that was on an elevated path. So we kind of have that going there. And there's not going to be, I don't know about lights for the actual ride, but we're going to be kind of doing that. And then we're going to be working on this. So this part's pretty much ready to go. It was just, actually we're not quite done because we got to put some benches in. So I'm going to switch back to daytime. And... I usually go 1 p.m. So we're gonna switch back to daytime mode, and how we're gonna do this is we basically do the same benches on this side, same benches over here. You need plenty of benches for guests to basically hang out and do things. So put those over here, put that one over there, put these over on that, and we're gonna put some on this side as well. So put some more benches on this side. Plenty of benches because you gotta have places to sit. I know I probably told the story before, but in case you haven't heard it, during one of my family's trips to Disneyland in high school, my brother was with me, and the bench was definitely one of my brother's favorite attraction. Definitely not mine, but he was really pining for the bench every time. Like he didn't like roller coasters. And I'm a huge coaster enthusiast. I've ridden nearly 150 unique ones, and I'll be going on some more later this year. So, because I got my trip to Virginia, and then, so that's kind of what we got there. And I think I'm going to put the bins in later, but I think we're going to start a new ride. So, And we're going to be adding, I think we're going to be moving on to a new section of the park, which is going to be based off of, it's going to be loosely based off of the Gold Saucer. And it's going to be over on the right-hand side here. First of all, let's get rid of these trees. Because I know we're going to have to get rid of them, but you don't really have too many trees in the desert. Unless you're talking about like Eastern Thanalan or something. But, and I have to kind of, I didn't really take very many pictures of the Gold Saucer, but but I think here we're going to kind of go with something a little bit more. We're going to kind of go with something a little bit more involved, and we have to take all these trees out because we're going to need a lot of space for this ride. So, and because we're going to be building a B&M Hyper, so yeah, I'm a huge fan of B&M. So B&M restraints, you can't really go wrong unless it's the vest restraints. The vest restraints are not the best, but I guess the old school shoulder restraints. I'm kind of used to them to an extent, but not like. Well, I actually rode Riddlers fairly recently last year. I actually got quite a few rides on Riddler, and Riddler's actually not too bad. Like, I remember getting a lot of headbanging on it in 2019, and then I ride it again 5 years later, and not as much, if any. So I guess I just had a really bad ride in 2019. So what do we got here? We're going to build, we want to build a classic lift here. So chain lift, we want a B&M Hyper, so we want, that's floorless, that's a looping, we want mine train, single rail, 6-seater. Okay, so we don't want that one. We want kind of the, is there a sit-down lap bar? Because there's a sit-down lap bar, but then there's also, I believe there's also one with the staggered trains, which you don't really see that very often. Well, I guess you do kind of see it. I've ridden a couple of rides that were kind of like, actually, I think I've done 2 of them that are like that. Yeah, because I did, and we got to also put in our, okay, so we're going to go with this. And I think we're going to kind of put this over on the side. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do, actually we'll do right entry, left exit. And we're going to kind of go like this. And we also need to put on, what's our other good one? We're going to put in snap distance, I think is what we want. Yeah. You kind of want, yeah, because most of these are really elevated from the station. So it's going to be a bit of a walk. And there should be a different train type, if I can find it. Customize. No, that's not what I want. I want advanced settings. No. Prestige. Staff schedule. I thought there was like staggered seating. Unless that's a different coaster type, but add right sync. Oh yeah, that's a new one. Standard block section. Where is my? Oh yeah, because that talks about car mass. This goes about. Is there really not an option for this? Because I thought that they were adding in the staggered seating. Let me see what we can do here. Tracked rides, coasters. Okay, so it's not that one. It's not that one. That is stand-up. That is tipper coaster. Launched? Maybe it's under launched. Okay, so... No, okay, that's not right. Yeah, okay, those are... Oh yeah, those are like B&M sit-down coasters. Wave, okay, it's not the wave coaster. It is water, special, mine train, spinning coaster, rotating coaster. Trying to figure out where it is. Water ride, okay, now these are the wing coasters. So that's wing coasters, these are water coasters, alternate lift. Okay, so that's, excuse me. Trying to figure out how this works. Is we got Infinity, okay, that's Gerstlauer Infinity, that's Gerstlauer Eurofighter. I think they had like a generic junior coaster now. Friction wheel, that's not that one. Oh, is that? Okay, no, that's not right. Where is it? Is there a way to sort this by manufacturer? Yeah. Okay, so what do we have here? We're going to go with, okay, that's a flying coaster. Floorless, drop, four-seat inverted. Where the hell is it? I thought that they had it. I thought they had this. Maybe we got to add more station. So right entry, left exit. And then after that, let's hit done. Attach, no, we don't want that. We want these. Stations and trains. Okay, so longer stations, a lot more cars, blah, blah, blah. You can change what's out of this. Okay, so hit done. And let me see if I can adjust the train now. Because I think it was just a little too short. Ticket, custom, summary, edit coaster. No, we don't want edit coaster. We want, obviously, priority pass is going to be turned on, but we're not going to do that yet. And then staff, I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. So, operation standard. Maybe I just can't do it. Yeah, maybe they don't have the option. Which I think unfortunately really sucks. So, also while I'm thinking about it, I gotta charge my watch real quick. So, sorry, my Apple Watch is about to die. So, I gotta set that aside. Okay, so back to this. So I'm trying to figure out how to, like, I thought they had staggered seating. All right, I'm gonna have to go. No, I don't want to do that. Do they really not have it? I thought they had the staggered seating. All right, Google. Help me out, Google. Coaster to hyper seating. Hyper staggered seating is this? Oh, apparently it's a mod. Okay, well, it looks like it's not. It looks like it's not possible, not mods. All right, so we're gonna have to go and test this out, and we're gonna have to actually build the ride. So here's how this one goes. I'll color it in a minute, but we're gonna use the catwalk on, and we're going to basically turn this on to the left, and we're gonna basically try to build this as fast as we can. We're going to go left like that, left like that. Very simple turnaround. And then we're going to start our lift hill and back up like this and go 45 degrees. These will try to go as fast as I can early on. Okay, well, unfortunately we can't really go too tall. I guess we'll go up to that. So, and this one's gonna have a bit of a curve drop. So, I'm gonna turn track supports and a catwalk off. You kind of have to have the catwalk on during the lift hill, but that's usually for like evacs and stuff like that. we're gonna head down, and there's actually a bit of a curve going on this one, so we're gonna kind of go like that, and we're gonna drop it down 75 degrees. You gotta start leveling it. We gotta start leveling it out right here. So because we want these to be as graceful as we can, and we're going to basically extend it out. So it's going to drop down. It's going to go like this, and we're going to do another curve to the left. And actually, this one's going to be kind of an overbank turn. So we need to go 15 here. So it's going to be a bit of an overbank. And then it's going to drop down like this. And it's going to go over here. Okay, is there something that I needed that I was missing? Okay, so we kind of go with that. And then yeah, I'll smoothen these out later, but I know that I tend to make these a little too forceful. So that's kind of what I'm going with here. And try to do something a little bit lighter. Okay, so we need to go a little, excuse me. We need to go a little bit more towards like the right. Actually, I'm not sure about that. What can I do here? We're going to go to the right like this. And we're going to kind of we're going to be kind of just curving it up like that. We're going to drop it down. So it's a bit of a twister coaster as well. So it's not exactly bunny hill after bunny hill after bunny hill. And then we're going to have kind of that near miss element there. We can smoothen this out later on. We kind of, I guess we can kind of build a speed hill. And kind of just drop it down like that. Drop it down like that. Okay, actually we're going to go flatten it out a little bit more. Kind of just go up there. Yeah, because it kind of curves to the right. And then before we finish that, we're going to build our final breaks. So final breaks kind of go like this. Catwalk on. We're going to build a block section at the very end. And then we actually need to put in another set of, okay, so shorten this up a little bit. And then we have another block section that's kind of staggered. And we're going to put in some more. That is, that way we can put it where it belongs. Alright, so we got those there. And then we're going to drop, whoop, not that one. We basically need to do another lap. So it's going to curve to the right. It's going to drop. It's going to do those airtime hills like that, and then we're going to curve it to the left, in a sense. Actually, I don't know if we should do this hill or not. But I'm going to turn this to the left. I'm going to curve that as well. Okay, maybe not that steep, but we're going to kind of go... Okay, that is... because we're not going to get clearance that way. It's going to drop down to the left. And it's going to drop down to the right. Or not to the right. It's going to drop down to the left. Kind of a very steep slope there. And then it's going to basically go up like that. Actually, we're going to We're gonna need to shorten these. We're gonna have to shorten this up a little bit. And then drop it down. Let's see if we can do another, like an over. Is there a special like overbank turn I can do? Because I think I can do one of those. Yeah, 91, 116, and then we've just got a couple bunny hills towards the end. You're getting really close for comfort on that one. So it's going to go over here. It's going to drop down. And then we're going to go... Actually, we're going to kind of curve it to the left. And then curve it to the right. Oh, actually, wow, I've really missed the mark. So it's actually going to curve to the right. Oh, excuse me. And then we can kind of do autocomplete right now. If yeah, basically just do that. And that's all we got to do. And any rough sections can kind of get smoothened out. So I think we kind of, like, I think this curve definitely needs to be smoothened out. So I'm going to curve that one with that. Smoothen that corner. So that way it's not as chinky. And then we can kind of do the same thing over here. Basically smoothing out our peaks and valleys. Except I kind of want to keep that overbank. Okay, it looks like the overbank is kind of, that wave turn's kind of still there. We're going to back this up as well. And we're going to drop that over here. And just kind of, there we go. Kind of just simply putting those there. And then, whoop, that's a little too close, isn't it? Actually, I'll find out in a minute. So, but remember, this is a block section ride, so we're going to put in block sections. So block section goes like that. And I will paint the track in a minute, because I want to make sure that this is a good ride. Actually, no, we need to make sure we have our block trains. So this one I want 3 trains on the ride because it is a hyper. I guess you can kind of go with 2. But typically you're going to have 1. You can technically have up to 3, but we'll find out how this works. So we have our... Yeah, because we have our final brakes right there. We're gonna go with 1 because you do have stacking problems if you don't. But let's give this a test and see how we did. It's gonna curve to the left. Get our lift hill like this. We're gonna fast forward through the lift hill. Gonna drop down like that. Oh, that's a pretty pinky curve there at the beginning. Okay, so I think that's a little bit, that feels a little bit too tame. I could be off though. We have that hill there. We have another hill right here. To make through. We're going to drop off to the left. We have another one like that, and then we have our overbank. And then one more like that. And we have our final brakes like that. Okay, it's still stuck at the top of the lift hill. That's okay, well, it wasn't what I was aiming for, but 6.5. I wonder if we can make this better. Because I kind of want this to be like the main attraction. Well, at least one of the main attractions, because it's not like the other one. It's going to get paused there, and we kind of have to. So how are we going to do this? So we need to. Oh yeah, there's a delay on the station, isn't there? So we need to minimum interval. Okay, we'll give it 30 seconds and see how that goes. So there needs to be a minimum of 30 seconds between dispatches, because otherwise it's going to, okay. Okay, so 30 seconds works. Yeah, because it's not, I don't think, if there's a delay at the station, I don't think it's going to affect anything. But this thing's actually fairly tame. I don't know. It's all greens. 6.50. It's all greens though. I guess it's a little bit tamer. That last part's kind of a. It got classic status. That's a good sign. It's definitely good enough there. Yeah, I'm just trying to think how I'm going to do this. Because we have that. We have this here. I want to take a look at my heat maps. Because I think this... I guess it shouldn't have to be too intense. I guess it's a leave good enough alone, but I know that I've done better rides than this. Let's take a look at our details and see how much airtime. So it's only 4 seconds of airtime. That's not a good sign. Like, where's our excitement going? I think this drop here, yeah, that's a bit of, the wave turn's kind of a little bit of a lull. Yeah, that wave turn's a bit of a lull, so I think it's a little too tall. So let's pause this, and we're going to edit this a little bit. Try to smoothen it out a little bit and shrink it down just a slight bit. Yeah, it's over 200 feet there, which I think is a little too much. We kind of want to go with 192. And then we'll smoothen it out and see if that affects anything, because that was a little bit too tall. So let's try this again. There we go. Let's just climb this up. We're gonna drop it down. Drop it down. Okay, so it's not as much of an overbank there, but it is still... There's still that, and then there's over here. Gonna drop down. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Okay, so that's a little better. Yeah, that's definitely a little better. Making sure that there's no pause on the lift hill. Okay, there isn't. Okay, so that is a little bit too janky at the top there. I think this needs to be smoothened out. So this part here, I kind of want to smoothen this out and make it a little bit less, make it a little bit more of a natural transition. So we're going to go with that. And try again. Okay, it's still going. Still going. We're going to drop that down. We're going to go over here, drop that down, loop around. Kind of just do that. And we're going to go. Let's see. Okay, so that actually lowered the excitement a little bit, but I think it's a more natural transition though. Yeah, that's a lot easier to work with. it feels a lot less janky. So it's going to go over here. It's going to drop that. It's going to go all the way to the end. And there we have it. So let's take a look at our airtime and see how we did. Heat maps. No, we want that. Okay, so still 4 seconds of airtime. That's for a... I guess it's more of like a hyper twister. What's our biggest drop though? 214. I guess it's like a mini hyper in a way, because I guess you can kind of say that. But what do we got here? All right, so I guess you can kind of say that. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to do that over here, and we're going to pause the game because we've done all we need to do there. We're going to eliminate that. And we're going to put in some more. Okay, you can't get rid of those trees, but you can kind of, and this I think will affect the excitement rating a little bit. Because we're going to have to put in some, I don't know if I'm going to put in the, like, I didn't really do screenshots or anything. And this may be a shorter stream than expected. I think what I'm going to probably do, I think this stream is going to be mostly building the rides. Because I kind of had the ideas of what I wanted to do. And at least try to get space in for the rides and then go from there. So I think today, yeah, because we have our hyper in the front. And this one I am going to color it, kind of color a goldish color. So, I'm going to check my watch to see where it's, okay, my watch is still charging, so not quite ready for it. But I think this stream is going to be mostly building rides. Because we kind of had our front area there. We have this one, as I was saying, it's I'm going to be building the... I'm going to be building... What's a good thing here? We're going to put yellow... Okay, so actually no, it's FF. My gold color, my go-to gold color is like that. And we're going to keep that gold color consistent, other than the supports. The supports are going to be black. So, and then our trains are going to be like this. So we're going to be putting kind of that darker sand color, and we're going to be going with gold accents. Actually, we're going to go with black for the base. Go with sands there, and then we're going to go with white for Godbird's hair. So, and this, and you can tell, we're gonna call that Manderville Man, because you can dance like a Manderville Man can. It's been a while since I've done the Hildebrand stuff, so, but our coaster here is called Manderville Man. We're gonna put our entrance there. Gonna put our exit on the other side. So we have. Exit's going to go over there, and then it's going to be the same path system in a way. We also need to put in our priority entrance. So our priority entrance is going to be, where is the priority pass entrance? Okay, no, not that one. Staff, prestige, operations, maintenance, customized. Priority entrance goes over here. Alright, so priority entrance on the back, regular entrance in the front, and we're going to basically do something like that. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go, but I do need to put in, yeah, because I haven't really thought of like how things are going to be going exactly. I do want to, I think part of this is I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do things. Like, I know that, Yeah, because we have there's 2 coasters in Ul'dah. I think there's going to be 2 coasters in Ishgard. 1 coaster in Limsa. 1 coaster in Gridania. So that's 6. And I think there's going to be 7 coasters in the park. Because I think there's going to be 1 in Mor Dhona. Now, I can't put anything back here because back here is the water park. And then this little gap down here that I did is the Sea of Clouds. And then this is the little path I'm using for Ishgard. But I'm not going to... The other coaster I wanted to put in was our Ishgard coaster. I know that I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but... yeah, I think I'm going to put in the Ishgard coaster now because I'm thinking about it. And I think the Ishgard coaster is going to go over here. This one's the main one. And this one's their other B&M. So, and this is going to be like our big multi-looper coaster. At least one of them. And we're going to rotate this, and we got to make sure our snap is on. Remember, in Ishgard, we're kind of in a mountain area, so I want to see if we can do this. Yeah, and it's going to be I kind of want this to go around the castle in a way. So, and we need to build our station. We need to build more of our station, though. So, that's not our station. We want... There we go. There's our station. Okay, that's good enough. So, I want to build our chain lift like this. And I kind of want to go like that. Okay, we're going to curve it to the left a little bit, and then we're going to build our... And is that... Okay, that is the maximum. And we kind of want that as our main chain lift area, so we're going to go all the way up. This one doesn't go as tall. This one goes like maybe 162. Okay, so... And then this one, we're going to turn track supports off. Oh no, track supports on. Catwalk off. That's what I want. And then our wing coasters, we kind of want these to go... It's going to drop down like this. And we're going to extend it out. And we're going to go into a 0G roll. So if I can find a 0G roll, which would be near the end if I recall. No, that's a JoJo roll. 0G roll kind of like this. And it's going to kind of go around the... Yeah, we kind of want it to go around the castle. Yeah, this foundation here, this is the foundation for the castle that's going to be within Ishgard. And it's going to go kind of like this. So it drops down, so we have our 0G roll there. And it's going to go up like this. And actually, we kind of want that there. And this is going to go into an Immelman. So our Immelman is... Okay, Immelman's going to go over that way. Actually, no, Immelman might be a little too much. And actually... Can I shrink that down a little bit? Okay, that's 148 from where? Okay, maybe a dive loop. Yeah, actually a dive loop might be a little better. Not that small. We'll go with... It has to be smaller than... It has to be smaller. And then we have a little bit of an airtime hill. Before it goes into... We don't want another dive loop. We kind of want... I guess an incline... I guess an incline loop kind of works. And then we're going to go up like this into another 0G roll. Okay, not that tall. Okay, what's a good one here? Okay, I think the other one went the other direction, so I think that first one goes to the right. Oh no, the first one goes to the left. So we want this one to go to the right. So it's going to drop down like that. And it's going to drop over here. 30. Yeah, it's because you have your airtime hill there, which I got to smoothen that out later on. And then it's going to go into an incline loop into a 0G roll. And then it's going to basically do something like this. We can kind of extend that out a little bit. See what else we can kind of go with this a little bit there. Okay, so we don't want to... I'm trying to think how we can do this. I guess we can kind of... We do want a little bit of a break because we have we have 4 inversions so far. And then it's going to go kind of like that. It's going to drop down. 30-degree banking into that. And we want to go into a corkscrew. So, oh, wow, snake dive. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. Kind of want to go into a corkscrew kind of like that. And then it's going to go and basically go up like this. We want a bit of a left turn there. And then we're going to go drop it down. One more time. Drop it down. Oh yeah, we kind of have to... I think we have to kind of start to bring it home. So... And we got to make sure we have enough speed to make it to the end. So we have our standard track like this. Build our catwalk. And we can kind of build our final brakes like this. And final brakes are going to go over here. And this one's going to be kind of a standard for trim brake. And then we can kind of, let's see what autocomplete does. Autocomplete is terrible. Do not do that. So instead, we're gonna be a little more graceful than our autocomplete. And turn it to the left. Like that as well. So we have that bit of an airtime hill there, and then it's going to go into our autocomplete like this, and we'll see how that goes. So this one's a two-train coaster. So we're going to go with where is it? Because we got 30 there, we're going to go with that way you have one on the block station, and then you have one on the... You have one in the station and one on the track. And where's our standard block section? Oh yeah, that's right. We got our station like that. And we're going to do something like this. So let's test this out. And oh yeah, we're on the sides here, so we gotta test this on both sides. So I'm gonna go up. World's slowest lift hill. We can go a little faster than that, right? It's gonna drop down. Make sure we can make it all the way to the end. Left, that's our dive loop. We have a bit of an airtime hill there that needs to be smoothed out. Into an incline loop. got another 0G roll that's kind of tight there. Another, that needs to be smoothed out too. We have a corkscrew. And then another airtime hill. And then it's going to go one more time. Are we going to make it? Oh no, we're not going to make it. Oh, no, we are going to make it. But I'm going to smoothen that out because that is a complete stall. We don't want that. We don't want a complete stall here. That's going to be a not good enough. That is a classic case of not good enough. My watch should be charged by now. Okay, it's charged enough. So that is a classic case of not good enough. So we're going to pause this, edit the coaster, and we're going to really smoothen this out. I kind of want to, there's not really any reason to be that tall. The idea is that, okay, we don't want to go that short either. So we're going to go down here, and then kind of smoothing this out a little bit. Because we kind of want that to be a little bit more of a natural curve. And having it at 126 is a little bit, because remember, we are kind of on the side of a mountain. And this section here also really needs to be smoothened out. So make it a little more natural there. And then this section is also, that one not as much, but still just a little bit of a puff of airtime there. And then our lift hill, we want this to be a little bit faster. And we're going to give this another try. So, wakey wakey. There we go. And we're going to drop it down. It's going to drop down like that. We're going to go to our 0G roll again. It's going to go over to the left. And then we're going to go over here. It's going to do a dive loop like this. 0G roll. That's a much smoother transition. Corkscrew. Okay, we didn't fix this one, so that needs to be fixed. And then we kind of have our almost stall here. This last part needs to be fixed big time. Because that is way too. Oh, that's actually a lot That's actually a lot better. Yeah, just that one section there really kind of kills the. This section here really kills it, and I think I gotta think of something a little better besides that really boring turn. So. I think what we can do, previous run data, yeah, that last section there, that's really, is there a way for me to tighten that up without sacrificing anything really? So we're going to tighten this up a little bit. I'll try 15. Because I don't want there to be a lift hill. Actually, do I even need to go to the left? That's the other question. Do I even need to go to the left? Yeah, because it would be better if I could just do this. Okay, we're definitely not doing that. If I just autocomplete like that, whoa. Not cool. And then we're going to do this as well. So we're going to just go like that. Smoothing this out and make a nice little valley there. So see if we can kind of do something like that. And then this also kind of fixes the other problem that I had where... Okay, we'll try that instead. So... anytime now. Go up this, go down that, spin around. We kind of just, okay, so we're going to slow down for this last part. As we go through the last corkscrew. Go down like that. There we go, that's a little bit faster. So let's see how that turned out. Okay, so that's not too bad. So, good. Well, I don't know about this being a supporting coaster, but how many inversions do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 inversions. We have, we basically have 5 inversions, and the station right there. So we kind of have that as our main thing going here. And this one we're going to color in Ishgard colors. So our colors are going to be like this. And I'm going to close that. I guess we can kind of test it a little bit. But, oh yeah, there's the standard generic one too. Do I have to retest this? I do. But they had... this generic one here. Okay, so that, yeah, that's with a bird, and this is without a bird. So we kind of want that dragon kind of thing. So we're going to go with very pale blue. Actually, we're going to go with gray. We're going to go with like a dark gray there. We're going to go with like a dark blue. And another dark blue. And a black. That's going to be our color scheme for the ride itself. And then we're going to go with for this one, we're going to go with kind of a very dark shade of gray. And we're going to go with blood, well, I think carmine might be better. And then the reason for the red is for Nidhogg's eyes. So, yeah, I wish you can kind of color the trains different colors, but, and this coaster is going to be called Dragon Song. So we have Dragon Song in the park now, which kind of goes around the Ishgard Castle. And then we also have Manderville Man over here. And those were kind of the 2 rides I really wanted to do. And then I haven't really, trying to think what else there is. Because we have this, we have our incline loop there, we have our, what's another good one? Because we kind of have those going for us there. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. So we have those. Yeah, just trying to figure out what's going on. All right, so we have that. I think I decided I wanted to. I figured we should have our wooden coaster as well. And Dragon Song is far enough away from where I want the water park. So the water park is going to be back here. And that's going to be, there's going to be a bridge from the Limsa area to where the water park is. And the water park's not going to be super big, as you can kind of tell. There's oh, wow, how'd that happen? Yeah, there's not a whole lot of space here. So yeah, and I know that a lot of what I'm doing here is kind of scenery stuff. So what else is here? So we got I think we got one more coaster that I'm going to probably build on this stream. And kind of go with that. So I'm trying to think what else we got to do here. I do have other stuff I got to do today. I still haven't thought about a Limsa ride. Actually, no, I did kind of think of what I wanted for Limsa, but I don't know if there's enough space for it. I might have to do something a little smaller in Limsa. Like the Limsa section's kind of, yeah. There's not much I can really do with Limsa because the island there. Well, I don't know if Limsa's going to have one or not, but we have a Gridania section, which I haven't really done anything in yet. I've kind of established and then Mor Dhona is right in the middle. This is probably going to connect to Mor Dhona. And I know that's going to connect to Mor Dhona. We need a launch coaster, which might go in this area. I'm just trying to think of how everything is going to work together. I might push Manderville Man a little closer to. Yeah, I think I'm going to push Manderville Man a little closer to the entrance. So Manderville Man's going to go there. Dragon Song can't really move. Because Dragon Song was kind of built into the terrain. But Manderville Man, I think, is going to move a little closer to the entrance. So that way you can kind of go either to Manderville Man or you can go to Sultana's Breath. And then I'm trying to think what else there is. Because that's going to be more Ul'dah stuff. Because once I start scenery, then things start to get a little bit more set in stone. And we still need to move, or we still need to build the wooden coaster for Gridania. So I think our wooden coaster, we're going to go with this. Okay, we need to turn that filter off. So our wooden coaster goes here. Kind of want this to be. Oh yeah, there's that one. There is just a wood roller coaster that's primarily made of wood. So there's that one. I'm trying to think. What is City Peninsula? What's one there? I know Kingdom Isles, Kings Island. We have. Oh yeah, that's Blackpool Pleasure Beach, RMC. They only give you a couple options. I guess they kind of give you a few of them. I think this is meant to be based off Coney Island. So we're going to go with this style. And this one's going to be a little bit... 1, 2... I kind of want this to be kind of like Mystic Timbers in a way. Where it's going to go deep into the forest. And actually, I think I've kind of thought about. It's a little bit. Well, I guess it is kind of appropriate because it's. Wait a minute. We gotta make sure our station's correct. We have a right entry and left exit. And we're gonna kind of go with. We don't want a super long. Yeah, we don't want something super long, but I kind of want this to be a. Whoa, what the hell is that? I guess we're going to kind of go with something like this. And we're going to put in our chain lift over here. Back this up a little bit. Only 30 degrees this time. So, yeah, we don't have too much room to work with. But we're going to, oh, we need one more. Okay, so that's the end of our chain lift. After that's going to go over here. And we're going to kind of go like this. So it's going to drop down and it's going to zero out like that. And with this one, we're going to be kind of we kind of have to work a little bit with the terrain here. Correct? Or do we? I guess we kind of have to. Or we can kind of do this. So, and smoothing that out. We're going to go up like that. It's going to drop down again. And it's going to go over here to the left. And it's going to go over here. It's going to go zero out like that. It's going to drop over here. Some rocks that we need to get rid of. So if we're going to get rid of these rocks, we can always adjust later. And we're going to drop those there. We can kind of adjust the river a little bit if I really need to. And, but I guess we got to we got to change the water a little bit. So we got to smoothen out the river. I wonder if we can, okay, that's a little bit. I guess it kind of goes into the cave a little bit. And then we're going to kind of smoothen this out a little bit as well. So we're going to smoothen, kind of make more of those little banks and stuff. And we're going to go over here. And do all this. I wonder if I can lower this up a little bit. I guess there's going to be a little bit of a lake here. Not much of one. And then smoothing this out a little bit because we need there to be enough space. And we can kind of, like that, which is kind of enough space here to put in the ride. And then we can kind of work with things a little bit once we have enough room. So let's put our water back in. You have to remove the water before you can do any. Yes, our water. We have our water back, and whoa, okay. And we're going to edit the ride. And kind of just drop it off like that. Whoa, what the hell just happened? While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and save. So this is a Park Reborn V5. And go over there. And alright, so we basically drops off like that. It's going to go over here. It's going to drop over here. We kind of want this to be... I kind of wanted this to be low to the ground. So we have our... We kind of have a double down going in like that. It's going to drop over here, and then it's going over to the right. So it's going to go over here. And it's going to curve over to the right a little bit. I kind of like terrain coasters in a way, because it's kind of meant to be going really deep in the forest. So because it kind of drops off like that, it's going to go over here. It's going to go to the left. It's going to kind of go over here. This one's not super tall, but it is going to be. That might be a little bit too steep. Let's try that. And we're going to put a little bit of a bank on that one. 30 degree bank. Let's go 0. And then let's go 30 this way. So it's going to be kind of going like this, and it's going to turn to the right. Oh yeah, we need a break area as well, so we need to edit this side. So we're going to turn this to the left very, very fast. Block break like that. Regular break like that. And then there's not a whole lot of space though. I don't know, that seems a little too short though. Yeah, it does seem a little too short. So I think I'm going to go this way. I think I'm going to go left a little bit and add a little bit more of a kick before actually going back to the final breaks. And nope, we can't do that. And one more. Okay, so not quite there. Not quite that. I guess we can kind of do something like that and see how we did. So we're going to hit done. We're going to go and give this a go. Let me see what we have here. We're going to go with prestige, no operations. We want block section, 2 trains. And we'll test this out and see how it goes. This one's kind of a... I just realized that... Oh, pause. Yep, sorry about that. We got to pause this up a little bit. And we got to do our 30-second interval. Close that up. Let's try this again. So let's see how we did. It's really rough. Yeah, some of these transitions are really rough, so we gotta smooth these out. Go over here. There's gonna be more to, obviously just schedule all the scenery and stuff, but there's something to the left. Wow, some of this is really right. Wow, okay. Actually, the ride is so short that it kind of, I guess the ride is so short that it actually doesn't, so I think it's, that ride is so short that it's going to be kind of, trying to think what the word is here. Yeah, it wasn't what I was. I wasn't expecting it that way. So we have that. We're just going to go over to the right. Yeah, because there's a bit of a. And that lift hill, I think, is as fast as it goes. But I think there's actually going to be more of a. I wonder if 25 seconds is good enough. But some of that seems to be really rough, though. How's our nausea? Yeah, I think our nausea can be lowered down a little bit. It's still, everything's still in the green, but let's see here what we have here. We're going to go with previous run data. Yeah, it is this section right here that I'm kind of going with. This part's kind of a straight line, so. Hey, Pajamakin, how you doing? How you doing today? Yeah, so it's got that one, and we're going to go over here. This transition's really rough, so it's going to drop down like that. We're going to go smoothing that out. I kind of like that double down. And then we want this one as well. Oh, you doing all right? Good to hear. Glad to hear you're doing all right. We're just gonna go over here. We got to smooth this part out too. So this one's kind of low to the ground, and it's kind of meant to be deep in a forest. So we're going to put those over there. And let's give this one a try, see how it turns out again. So it's going to drop down. It's going to go to the left. That looks a little smoother. It's going to go over here. It's going to drop down. It's going to drop that way. Go to the right, off to the left. One more time over here. We got these little. In some ways, I was kind of thinking of like this fingers in design here. Yeah, the downside is it has to be held up at the final block break in order for it to clear. With our nausea is a little bit better. I think I kind of want this to be, we may need to change our dispatch time a little bit because I think 30 seconds is a little too long. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah, because, yeah, that's much better. Take a look at that. That is much better. So we got that there. How'd your Pajamakin, did you stream today, by the way? Because I don't know if I don't know if you did or not. I know you streamed yesterday, and yeah, I watched some of that because I was actually I don't think I saw the Nikki one. I know that I saw Sonic. I don't know if you finished Sonic or not. For Frontiers. Oh, you didn't stream. You didn't stream today. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I was just curious because I wasn't sure if you did or not. Yeah, I know. I didn't stream yesterday because I had a. I'm gonna be redoing these. Gotta just add a little more scenery here. Wonder if there are. Okay, this is. If I can find these, you were only on for an hour yesterday. Was that because I thought you didn't finish Frontiers? Oh, I see. Yeah, because I think you were doing Nikki, weren't you? I know you're doing something in Nikki. So because yeah, it's like I don't really follow Nikki, but yeah, but apparently I guess they had an update or something. Let me see here. Do we have this? We do. We do have these. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Oh, you're finishing the Nikki event. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, we have a very specific type of tree that we got to put in this one. So we do. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to love this. So we're gonna start putting in these trees here. This is meant to be based off of. Now, this is related to 14, but there's kind of an in game or kind of an in joke with Bad Batch, and I know it's kind of ironic that this is actually the highest excitement ride in the entire park, but okay, we're not going to put anything up there, but we are going to put these. Okay, we don't want the Japanese ones though, because there aren't any in the Black Shroud like that. But we do kind of want the oh yeah, there's these Crimson King ones as well. We can kind of put these larger ones over here as well. But the running joke has to do with maple logs. So I kind of thought that, you know what, it is a wooden coaster. We're in Gridania, and ride is going to be kind of based off gathering maple logs. So. And I think I've decided that actually the name of the ride isn't going to be a joke to the maple log thing, but it's only going to be maple trees in like the deepest parts of this ride. Okay, that one's a little too close to the tracks, so we're gonna go. No, actually, no, that one isn't, but. So we're going to kind of put these over here as well. And then, like, just within the back part of the forest. And I can kind of color this up a little bit like that. But it's only maple trees. So, and the reason for only maple trees has to do with the running gag that we had to have with Bad Batch. So we're going to put that right there. And we're going to go and we can put in some more of this one over here. Just kind of go with this red. Because, yeah, this is kind of awesome that we kind of do this. But the only... And because the name of the ride is going to be revealed in a minute, but I'm gonna put those there, and then, well, once I get this going, then it'd be a little bit more of that, and then is there? Okay, so we'll put that one there in the middle. Okay, some of those I think are a little too close to... Some of those are definitely a little too close. And then we put those over there. And then we can put some more on this side. Most of the trees here are meant to be maple trees. Because of the running joke. So yeah, put those over here. Actually, that's gonna be rocks. But we are gonna put some more maples over here as well. And put all those like that. And I kind of want this to be... Yeah, I think there's going to be some more stuff. And I want to leave this part open, though, because this part's going to be possibly more rides. But I haven't decided yet. But that's going to be kind of the... That's like the main... And even then, there is... Actually, you know what? Before we put more trees in, I want to put in like a water ride. So the coaster is going to be called Nofika's Bounty. And we're going to put Nofika's Bounty there. And for those that don't know, Nofika is the patron deity of Gridania, and she's also the goddess of the harvest. Which I guess kind of makes perfect sense because our goal here is to harvest maple logs. So it's going to go like that. And then I want to... I've kind of decided the track itself isn't going to be painted, but the trains are. And we're going to kind of go with like a lime green here. And we're going to go with a orange. And another orange. And another green. And actually, we're going to go with kind of a green there. And actually, I guess a mantis green kind of works there. But that's going to be our train color. Actually, we're going to kind of go with a brighter shade of green for the... yeah, I guess we can kind of go with that. And a much brighter... Yeah, much brighter. There we go. And then I think the orange is fine. The mantis green, I guess, not sea green. We kind of want maybe something like that. Yeah, that's kind of the colors that we have there. So, I want to give this one another ride and see how it turns out. With fast forward, see how this turns out with our trees. It's going to drop like that. It's going to drop down like that. So now we're in the actual forest part. It's going to drop in like that. Drop down. Turn over to the right. Turn over to the left. It's going to drop down. It's a shorter ride, but I guess short and sweet. So it didn't affect our excitement rating though. But it's kind of weird that our wooden coaster has a higher excitement rating than, and apparently it's almost as much airtime as our Manderville Man coaster for the second one for Ul'dah. But I guess today I'm kind of giving Ul'dah a break. And kind of just going with, what is it? Doing a little bit of, starting Gridania a little bit. So, yeah, giving Ul'dah, because I hadn't really done anything in Gridania. And, but I think, as I said earlier, I think today's going to be kind of more of a, today's going to be more of building rides. And, in your track rides, we're going to go with pause, and we're going to, I guess we can kind of go with a, I guess we're going to kind of go with something like this. Enter on the right, exit on the left. Actually, no, we're going to enter on the left, exit on the right this time. And it's going to go something like this. Actually, no, wait. We'll do this. We have our wider log flume. It's going to curve over to the left. Yeah, this is a wide log flume, so it's going to go with, I guess we kind of have to go, whoop, not there. We're going to enter on the right, exit on the left. So it's going to drop over to the left, and it's going to go this way. And it's going to be kind of, yeah, you kind of go through the forest and stuff like this. And we got to have some scenery. Yeah, because we can't just have maple logs or maple trees. So we kind of have our kind of system like this. Autocomplete not available over this ride. And then this one's going to go like this. It's going to climb up. Okay, maybe not that tall, but I guess it kind of has to be. And then it's going to go over to the right a little bit. It's going to cross over the coaster. And then basically go 0. And then, yeah, it's going to cross over the coaster. And then it's going to go... Actually, no, wait. I know what I'm going to do. We can do a slight drop off there. Yeah, so it's going to be a slight drop there. And then it's going to go over to the right, 45. It's going to drop down, flash like this. Yeah, there's... Okay, I don't know why that is a thing. Oh wait, you can extend that out. Make it a little bit smoother. And then it's going to curve over to the right. And then it's going to kind of meander. In some ways, it's going to kind of meander over this way. And just going to go over to the right like that. And then we're going to have our second lift hill, which goes under the wooden coaster. So, yeah, we have our small drop there. It's going to go over to the right. It's going to climb up here. We're going to have our big drop, kind of like this. Oh yeah, we need our ending piece like that. And then it's going to drop one more time, like that. Oh, it's not going to, okay, that's not going to work. So we need to, okay, that's as narrow as it goes. So it's going to drop all the way over here. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to go there. Okay, we'll try that one. No, because that's going to land right on the coaster. So we're going to go to the right and curve to the left. It goes right underneath the coaster there. Okay, no, that's not as tall. Shrink that up. And then it's going to drop down. That's worse. That's actually worse. So, yeah, that's actually a worse drop. Holy crap. I wonder if... No, you can't do a double down. I guess we can kind of turn that to 90. No. How the hell am I going to do this? Am I going to need to curve to the right? There we go. Oh, okay, so that's as deep as that goes. And then we have a small transition there. There we go. Actually, no, we need enough space. Yeah, we needed enough of a landing pad. 39 is... There we go. Let's try that one. And then we can color this a little bit differently. Wow, that water transition, or that water effect isn't very good. But we'll color this up, we'll change the colors and stuff a little bit later. And then we're going to go up the lift hill. We have a slight drop there. Then we have our first real big drop right here. We have a splash there. We're going to fast forward a little bit. Because these log flumes are really slow. One more lift hill. And then we have our big drop right here. We're going to go right underneath the coaster. And wow, it actually splashes yourself into the station. So I almost want to put the station in a different spot though. So I think there's we gotta change where the station is. So yeah, this is kind of where there's a little bit of experimenting coming in and out. So instead of this, it's going to basically splash all the way down. And then we can build our station like this. And then we can build our curve over here. Okay, we don't want to go right over the river. So and then we're gonna go over here. And just do something like that instead. So that way and okay, so actually we'll just do that. Alright, so that way we have a running joke about the quarry mill maple logs. So, or just, well, I'm adding quarry mill because that's more known than Hearst mill. Actually, Hearst mill might be better because that's where maple logs actually are. Hearst mill maple log company. So we'll have that one as our water ride. So this one we need to put in some more trains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go with 6. So minimum speed 0 miles per hour. Minimum interval. Okay, this one we'll go with 10 seconds between dispatches. That way, friction. And we guess we can kind of test it and see how this turns out. Okay, so we're gonna say it just reminds me of a really old review of Sonic 06, where the reviewer was talking about the different ways that you break physics in that game. Yeah, thought about doing like a possible physics analysis of Sonic 06. It's just not how many ways it breaks the laws of physics. Down we go. There's our first drop. And it's going to go over here. You're going to climb up the second lift hill. And then we have our big drop going here. And this is going to be a much straighter. Whoa, it goes right into the station. But I guess it's not that fearful, but you know, what's our test results here? Where's our up? Which one is it? Okay, yeah, it does hit classic status, so we're good to go here. So we have our, and then it also affects kind of our coaster here. So we have that there, and then this is our. Okay, so we don't have any stacking in the station. Again, the people in the station aren't going to get wet. Oh, there's a slight bump there. But at least we have 8 people per log. So we have our our 2 main attractions built for Gridania. Which we have our Hearst Mill Maple Log Company. And then we have Nilfgaard's Bounty. So I decided to at least, because I wanted there to be a nod to the maple logs. So, but there's actually several nods because all you see here are maple trees. And we can kind of put more trees back here as well. And where's our trees at? We kind of want temperate forest. Is that what we want? Yeah, we can kind of put those over there. We'll try 100% intensity. Avoid passes on. Yeah. Yeah, it's just immediately around the coaster is only maple logs or only maple trees. I guess you can kind of put more trees there, but then, yeah, 'cause this is kind of our Black Shroud section, and there's going to be more buildings and stuff. I kind of want to do like Gridania buildings in a way over there, and then over here I want to put like a pond. So I want to leave this part open for a while, so that way I know what else I can kind of do, because I kind of want there, like, unlike Limsa or unlike Ul'dah, Gridania is going to be kind of more just like a general Black Shroud kind of feeling. And we'll just pause this and we'll do this as well. Color our trains. And we kind of want to go with a tannish color for our flume. Do the same thing right there. And we're going to go with black supports. And we're going to kind of go with, I guess we can kind of go with a darker shade of tan. Like that. And we want this to be like a really brownish color. Yeah, we're just going with lots of browns. Saddle brown, maybe, no, rosewood, and then like a really dark brown. And then our last one's going to be kind of at, we don't want that one. We kind of want maybe not the subtle brown, or maybe sand dune, probably. I guess we can kind of go with that. So that is going to be our log flume that we have here. So it's gonna, yeah, just drop down like that. And so we did quite a bit today. We mostly built rides. Built our, we built our B&M Hyper. We did our, we kind of finished the entrance area of Ul'dah a little bit. And then we built our B&M Hyper. We built a B&M Wing Coaster in the back. And then we built our wooden coaster towards the, in the Gridania section. So we actually did a little bit of work on Gridania a little bit today. And then I can kind of go with, try to decide what I'm going to do next with like Ul'dah, and because I think I might give Ul'dah a little bit of a break. But we have a little bit more of our Black Shroud area kind of in here, and then this section of the river is going to be kind of our, this section of the river is going to be kind of where our things are going to be. We got some stalls we're going to put in, but I'm going to save that for another time. So I'm going to go ahead and save. And we're going to, once again, save this as version 5. And we're going to go back to talking mode. So save that one. Yeah, make sure that's saved. Actually, before we continue, let's go ahead and grab our screenshot for the next... we're going to grab our screenshot for our next section of stream. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do yet, if I'm going to continue with Gridania or if I'm going to go back to Ul'dah. I kind of wanted to finish with Ul'dah, but I appreciate the love there. So much love there. So many hearts. So much love. Such wow. But I'm going to go back to the talking mode, and there's Noel again. So thanks everyone, and I'm going to put on the credits, and there will be no, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Saturday I want to do Sonic Lost World. So, and I think that game is so short that I might be able to do the whole thing in one stream. I'll see how I do, but I think we can do it in one stream. I've never played Sonic Lost World before, so this would be a blind run. I know what the stages kind of look like and stuff, but so this is gonna be a new game for me. So thanks for joining, everyone, and I will take off, and I've got other videos and stuff that I gotta work on as well. So I'll let you guys go, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.